I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day, honey. If not, do understand your day, night is going to get better once your perception gets better. And I wanted to talk to you guys about this real quick, okay? Right now, I am currently reading, so you guys know I book hop. Okay, just in case if you are new to my channel, my name is Zena Bryant. I do these inspirational videos just so we could shift our perception, okay? Shift our energy, right? And today I was in my room and my intuition was like for me to grab Working with the Law, okay? This book, it was recommended by the one and only Bob Proctor, okay? And I told you guys some time ago that when I listen to successful people, I don't just listen to them and just, if they recommend a book or something like that, I don't just say, oh, well, that book sounds interesting. No, I actually go and buy the book. Okay. I actually do the work. Okay. And one of the things, this book is so phenomenal. I've read this book already in the past. But since my intuition told me to grab the book from off my bookshelf, I said, all right, let's go. Let's see what it has in here. Okay. This is pretty much how I get all my ideas. Like when I'm making content, I get all my ideas. So first off, you guys know, if you don't know, I write my goals down each and every day. Okay. You want to understand wherever your focus goes, that's what grows. That's how you manifest in this here universe. It's not based upon what you say you want, based upon how you cried or begged. That's not how you manifest. How you're going to manifest is based upon what you are. And so I focus on success by me writing my goals down each and every day and mapping, right? Oh, how many videos I could do today, right? How many long form videos? Long form is pretty much anything over a minute. How many long form videos I could do today? Because that's where mainly the watch out was gonna come from. How many short form videos I can do so I can up my subscriber count, okay? And by me doing it, it's like, what could I give, right? What could I give? And what I could give is the knowledge that I learned, okay? The information that I have received from either one, joining someone else's course, okay? Two, applying the information in my own life and seeing that it works, okay? And then three, actually having a concept like, oh, this is it, right? And bringing it back to you guys. So Working with the Law by Raymond Howell, okay? One of the things it says in this book, it says, never expect a thing you do not want and never desire a thing that you do not expect. So to the ones that's out there, and I gave this analysis, I just uploaded a video, by the way, about how to become successful in 2024. To me, success is in the words of Earl Nightingale, because I remember I had heard him say this in The Strangest Secret. Success is pretty much doing something of a worthy idea, having a worthy idea, but doing something that you absolutely enjoy doing. Okay, so for me, I like doing videos. I like sharing content. Okay, I like knowing that we have the ability to change our lives. I like the fact that we are not goddamn trees and we do not have to stay merely where we are. We can move at any given time. Okay. The only difference between us and animals is that we create goals. We make goals. Okay. I write my goals down. And another concept you want to understand and get is this. If you don't know where you are, because I know some people, sometimes we don't want to focus. We don't want to see where we currently are. But in order for you to see where you're going, you need to see where you currently are. But after you see where you are, burn the paper, rip the paper up, do away with the paper. Okay? And then you're going to start focusing on the lifestyle that you desire. Okay? For you and your family, whomever. And so When it says never expect the thing that you do not want, if you don't expect to be broke forever, why do you constantly pay attention to what's showing up right now? Maybe your account is at a negative right now, okay? But if you don't want to constantly receive that, why do you keep on focusing on that? Why do you keep on calling people and letting them know, oh, you see they done hit my account? Oh, like, why do you keep on talking about those things? 1 second, family. I don't know why my service is... Hey, Andrea, PC, is it Andrea or Andrea? I don't know why, but anyway, so whatever you don't want to show up in your life, you do not keep on focusing on it. One of the things I remember hearing Bob Proctor say, we have two parts. We have the conscious mind and the subconscious, right? And majority of us been programmed to pay attention to what's showing up in our lives and continuously give that thing attention. Okay, growing up, a lot of us, we have not been programmed on how to focus on what we want in order for our lives to go in a certain direction. Okay, one of the things I had heard Bob Proctor say, he said, is the conscious and the subconscious. So the subconscious is the part of you that, the conscious is the part of you that can accept or reject. Okay. Oh, thank you. The subconscious, it can accept or reject. I mean, the conscious, it could accept or reject. The subconscious, it just accepts anything that get past the conscious. Okay. So when you see your bank account or when you see, your weight size, you do not have to accept that. Yeah, we wrote down exactly where we currently are, but you do not have to accept that. You do not have to keep on looking in the mirror and seeing, oh, your stomach is a certain type of way. Your legs is a certain type of way. Your arms is a certain type of way. You do not have to keep on getting on the scale. You do not have to keep on doing these things. But if you keep on doing these things, okay, because a part of you may feel that this is what you deserve. A part of you may feel like, subconsciously that is easier for you to be, the size that you are, as opposed to putting the work in and being a person that you desire to be. Is all programming. All of it is programming. And so for me, I remember it was once upon a time where so I would look at my numbers, right, on YouTube. Now I say I want to be monetized, okay? I am monetized. Speaking of honey, because it's very close. Honey, I looked at the watch hours today. I said, God damn, Tina, you done been doing it, okay? But if I say, for instance, I'm gonna have 10,000 YouTube subscribers. Now, if all day I'm focusing on the amount of subscribers I currently have, it's taking my attention on perhaps studying. It's taking my attention from creating content so I can gain the subscribers, okay? It's taking my attention off of those things. But if I say, you know what, today, if I look, today I looked at my numbers and I said, okay, I see I am almost there. I see I am almost at my watch hours. I see I am very, very close. And so from me studying, reading the books, listening to the personal development, I get ideas. So I'm no longer focused on, well, look at this, look at the amount more I have to do. No, I'm focused more so on, what type of video I could do next. What book I could read that is going to ignite my imagination and get me started. It's all about your focus. It's all about what you constantly giving your attention to. And that's what's going to constantly grow. So if you say you don't like the size weight that you currently are, honey, if you got a scale and you constantly getting on a scale, please throw the scale out. Please throw the scale out. And some may say, well, if I throw the scale out, how am I know exactly, if I lost weight. Well, you are very intelligent. Now, I know we have been programmed in a sense where as though we don't go within, or we don't at times have common sense, but you very intelligent. And by you throwing that scale out, that's like one hindrance that you getting rid of. Because now you don't have nothing to keep on focusing on far as the weight wise. You're going to throw the scale out and you're going to do something different. What difference, you may ask? Well, you're going to change what you're eating. Instead of you having a ginormous size plate of food, you're going to, perhaps they got, these plates at Dollar Tree. Nevertheless, okay. So they have plates at Dollar Tree, okay, that you can get that are, the portion sizes are not as ginormous as your regular plate, okay? And those are some of the tips that you can do. You could get a smaller portion size plate. Now, I'm not telling you to starve your damn self. That's not what I'm saying here, okay? Also, what you can do, instead of having so much greasy food, okay, you can have baked food, okay? And instead of having all the flour and the processed stuff, you can go ahead and have stuff that's more from nature, from Gaia, okay? Those are some of the things that you can do. So say, for instance, if I'm just starting out making videos, right? And I say that I want my goals to be a certain type of way, right? First of all, I'm going to write down exactly what I desire it to be, how I want my life to look, okay? I told you guys, we write down exactly what it is right now, okay? You got to see things for exactly what they are. Do not try to sweep it up under the rug, okay? See things for exactly what they are. After you see that things are the way they are, hey, Laura, peace here, baby, peace here, peace there. After you see things are the way they are, okay, you got to understand things that's showing up. It is a reflection from the way you was thinking before, okay? But now what we're going to do is we're going to write our goals down and say, if you're a person, you're like, oh, well, I want to be monetized, okay? I want to be monetized on social media, okay? Hey, Lexi, peace here, baby. Hey, Mimi, peace here, peace here. I want to be monetized on social media. What I do is, I told you guys, each and every morning, I write down my goals. How many videos do I have to do today? Okay, I could do 3 long form videos. I could do about 10 to 15 shorts, okay? And I focus on that. I don't pay all the attention or give all the attention to other things. No, I focus on that, because you got to remember what you desire and what you focus on, that shit is going to grow. You plant those seeds. And so I know we all have heard law of attraction, but the primary law of attraction is law of vibration, okay? Is law of vibration. So you want to be mindful, okay? You want to be mindful. And another thing, if your mind ain't right, then nothing is going to work, because your mind isn't right. And how could you get your mind to act right? Okay. How could you get your mind to act right? Well, for me, I study all day. Now, I know it's not a whole bunch of people that's willing to do this, because they prefer to be entertained. And so while they being entertained and watching someone else's life and watching that other person win, okay, I'm out here studying, listening to the personal development all day, reading the books, okay, and applying it to my damn life. That's, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. And only thing you need to do is change probably 1 or 2 things in your life. I remember I was listening to Bob Proctor, who was a part of The Secret. And one of the things he said he had told this insurance agent, when he was working for Prudential, he had told one of the agents, or he spoke to like 400 of them. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. He spoke to the agents, about 400 of them, and he had told them that any one of them could write a $5 million policy. And one of the guys during the break had came up to him and said, "You have never sold insurance before." And Bob Proctor said, why are you saying that?" And he said, no, he asked Bob Proctor, he said, "Have you ever sold life insurance before? Or have you ever sold insurance before?" He said, "No." Bob Proctor said, "No." And then he said, "Oh, I didn't think so." And then Bob Proctor asked him, like, "Why are you saying it?" And he said, "Do you understand that we have a certain amount of agents in here?" And Bob Proctor said, "Yeah, I'm aware of that." And the guy went on to say, "No one has ever done it." And one of the things that Bob Proctor said that I will never forget, he said, "Just because no one else ever done it, that doesn't mean you can't do it. And you could be the first to do it." Okay. So that's how you want to see, your life. Just because no one else done it, that don't mean that you can't do it. You could be the first. How about that? How about that? You can be the first. No one else ever have to had did it or whatever. You could be the first. Okay. So getting back to the book, it says when you expect something that you do not want, you attract the undesirable. Okay. What I say, when you are on the phone gossiping, or on the phone keep talking about the size weight that you weigh, when you are on the phone constantly telling people how much your income is and how your income isn't going up, all those different things, you're going to attract more of that. The reason being is because you giving energy and attention to it. And so when you think of it and then you speak about it, then in fact, those emotions that you feel, it becomes attached to it. And so why do we talk about things that we don't want to keep showing up in our lives? Because we've been programmed to do so. That's why. We've been programmed to do those things. And as long as you do it, you're going to keep on getting the same exact thing. And so if you don't want it to keep showing up, don't keep giving attention to it. Yeah, it's good to know where you are, but don't keep on focusing on where you currently are. Focus on what you want. And I guarantee you, in a matter of time, you are going to manifest the thing that you truly say you desire. Okay, the next thing it says, when you expect something you do not want, you attract the undesirable. And when you desire a thing that is not expected, you simply dissipate valuable mental force. On the other hand, when you constantly expect that which you persistently desire, your ability to attract becomes irresistible. Remember what I said? By me writing my goals down each and every day. Hey, dude, Glover, I think peace to you, baby, peace to you, peace to you. By me writing my goals down each and every day, I focus on that. I give all my attention to that. Then I listen to the personal development. I know some of you guys say, "God damn it, you keep saying the same exact thing," because it's the repetition that's what's going to get to you. Because that's how we learn, through repetition. Reading a book one time ain't going to do it for you. Listening to the personal development one time ain't finna change nothing. You got to do it over and over and over again. And you know what? Some people, they try certain things one time or a few weeks or a few months or probably a year or two, and then they ready to throw in the towel. You got to understand the seeds that you have planted. It takes time for for you to reap the harvest. Then it goes on and say, desire connects you with the thing desired and expectation draws it into your life. This is the law. Let me tell you guys something. Okay. When I first heard about the laws of this here universe, see, ignorance is going to keep you in poverty. Ignorance is going to keep you keep you in a state where as though you say you do not want to stay at. Ignorance. For so many years, I thought that things were set up in a certain way. Like I used to think, in all honesty, I used to think that successful people, you mainly see white people successful. I used to think that. And once I started attending seminars, once even Uber, when I was driving for Uber, and once I started reading the books, one of the things that I noticed is, and I even heard, I don't know if it was rapper B.O.B. who said this, but there's laws in this universe. I know I heard Bob Proctor say it and Jim Brown say it. There's laws in this here universe. And these laws in this universe, they not biased. See, when it rains on each and every one of us. You're no different. But you have to ask yourself, am I paying attention to how the rain is coming down on me? Or am I paying attention to that I could use my umbrella and instead of me getting wet, I could use the umbrella? But there's laws in the universe. And the laws, when I heard that, I said, God damn, that sounds so good to me. Okay? That there's no bias. Well, actually, the ones that's actually working in favor with the laws of the universe, it may seem biased because they actually doing things that's not going against the laws of the universe. Just like gravity is a law. Poverty is a law. Success is a law. Okay? Another thing it says is, should you be oppressed by poverty, hardship, limitations, or lack of any kind, begin now to operate this law of mine and gradually command more and more of the good in the form of better things and improved conditions. It is your right to be happy and free. We should seek, therefore, to learn more of the unseen laws of mental creation and the marvelous possibilities dormant within our beings. Nature does not deprive us of any good, okay, and desirable things, but has provided us with the mental equipment and inner power to acquire and enjoy all the essential good to ensure a happy and worthwhile existence. Application is the test of adequacy. Hey Tracy, peace here, baby, peace here, peace there. As knowledge is of little or no value unless it can be used to practical ends. Here is a simple method in the beginning for using the power of the mind to increase the amount of good in our lives and conformity with the law. Okay, I hope you guys paying attention to this because what's about to come next, okay? It says, form a clear and well-defined mental picture of what you want. Do not specify its particular form or how it shall come. And that's another thing. Because some of you guys, you like, well, it need to come this way. Or I'm not going to write my goals down because how I'm going to do that. The hell is not your business. I told you guys I write my goals down each and every morning. 3 long form videos, about 10 or 15 shorts. I don't have a clue on the content that I'm making. I do this every day. I don't have a clue on what the title's going to be of the videos. I don't have a clue on the short form videos, what they're going to be about. Don't have a clue. But I trust the process. I write exactly the goals, 15 shorts, 3 long form videos. And as I do that, and throughout the day, I'm studying. I'm listening to the personal development. I'm reading the books. Throughout the day, all these ideas just start coming to me. They just start flowing. Why? Because I wrote down exactly what it is that I desire. Okay? And Brian Tracy, he causes something. I can't think of the name, but he says when you write your goals down, the subconscious mind instantly start doing the work on how you could maneuver and get that goal, manifest that goal. Whatever it is that you desire, you have to write it down. And I remember when I was taking Peach McIntyre class, one of the things she said, she was like, she always write her goals down, right? And she had us read the book No Excuses by Brian Tracy. And it's so funny because I said, you know what, I'm going to write the goals down, but I'm not going to put no date, okay? And instantly when I said I'm not going to put a date, don't you know, he said put a date, like the next chapter the next page or so, it said, and put a date on your goal. Because then your subconscious mind, it starts working. And perhaps you put a date and you didn't manifest that thing by that date. That's okay. Then you just go write another date. But as long as you keep on going and planting these seeds of success, in a matter of time, honey, you will be reaping that harvest. You will be benefiting from, one, you having faith. And developing a character, like the character that you develop in the process of doing this. It's not about the goals. It's about the person that you become. And I like to say trust in something much bigger than you. Me, I say my higher self, intuition, source, universe, God, whatever you want to name it, honey. Can't get wet from saying water. Okay. Then it says, but simply desire firmly and gently the greatest amount of good in that direction. Avoid a tense state of mind or any condition of strain or anxiety. When you doing these things, when you writing these things, it's best, they say, you be calm. Okay, so I write my goals after I meditate. After I meditate, first thing in the morning I meditate. After I meditate, sometimes I put on Bob Proctor. It depends on whatever my intuition tells me first. I put on Bob Proctor, and then I start writing my goals, but it's always after meditation because you want to be in a relaxed state. Then the next thing it says, it is better to do your mind picturing in odd moments when in quiet and restful conditions. Let the idea or plan of good unfold into a vivid mental picture. Much the same as though it were a moving picture upon a screen. Do not force the thought, as pressure causes congestion and confusion. The calmer and the more peaceful you are, the better results. Okay? So you want to focus on what you want to do. So just a quick recap, okay? One, you got to understand that if your mind ain't right, nothing ain't going to work. That's just point blank, period. If your mind isn't right, nothing is going to work because your mind isn't right. How could you start getting your mind right? Well, to me, or how could you start changing your mindset? Study, understanding. And how could you get understanding? From studying. That's the only way. Okay? After you start studying, and what to study? For me, I study things pertaining to personal development, pertaining to the mind. So I'm listening to Bob Proctor, Paradigm Shift, over and over and over again. I don't have time to be on no phone. I don't have no time to be on no phone and talking about things don't matter. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to watch no television. Mm-mm. What I had time for is to study, is to read, apply the information that I have read, apply knowledge, okay? Because we live in an information age. So it's so much information out here. But how your results is going to differ from the next person is because you actually doing what you have read. The next step is you want to focus on what you want. Remember, I said earlier, there are seeds that you plant. And you can plant success seeds. Because then you will reap the harvest of success. The next thing, and I didn't mention this, but this is the next thing. Be mindful on who you are being around. Okay? Because if it's a person that you constantly around, I'm not going to be around nobody who's saying how their life can't get better, how they losing in life, the stuff that happened to them as a child all the time. I will not be around no person like that, because let me tell you something. And I used to say it's not personal, but no, it's very much so personal, because by that person constantly focusing on it, that shit goes into my damn subconscious mind. And that's why one of the things that we hear all the time, even in this book, Working with the Law, it states, birds of a feather flock together. And it's true. If you see it all the time, okay? You see it all the time. So I hope you guys got something from this video. Make sure you're rocking out, believing in yourselves. Keep on going, keep on growing, keep on glowing. And I'm going to share this quick story. I remember I knew this person, right? And this person will always talk about their weight. And some of the things they would say like, oh, they just can't lose the weight. Which that's not true. Okay, because if they was able to lose it one time, they could lose it again. See, some of the things that we tend to say to ourselves and say to others is not even true. Okay, because if you was able to do it one time, you can do it again. It's just simple like conversations that we tend to have. So they kept saying that they can't lose the weight, right? And they don't know what to do. So one of the things that I told them, I said, all right, you have to focus on what you want, right? Write down exactly what it is that you desire, okay? And because they wasn't losing the weight quick enough, what they would tend to do is they would get discouraged, and then they would start eating because the weight isn't being, is not removing quick enough from their body. So then they start eating. So I kept telling the person, you got to focus on what you want. Another thing, if you are gossiping all day, remember that's energy, right? And our subconscious mind, it doesn't know fantasy from reality. I said that time and time again. And if you are constantly talking about people, when you get around other people, you may think that the people are talking about you. Honey, I know, because I used to be a gossiper, okay? You may think that they talking about you because of the seeds that you have planted, okay? And so instead of you putting all your focus on gossiping, you want to turn that thing into things that is going to move the needle in the direction that you desire it to be. So instead of getting on a scale all the time and keep on checking, honey, you didn't lose that much weight from yesterday, okay? You didn't lose that much weight. And one of the things I say, just damn throw the scale out. Just throw. If you have a scale and you trying to lose the weight and stuff like that, just throw the scale out. Okay? Because by you focusing on the numbers, that may discourage you. And from me taking people workout plans and me working out and stuff myself, one of the things that I noticed was somebody could be at 145, okay, and they very toned. And it's not a such thing as spot training, right? But because they have a caloric deficit, I know, right? Speaking another language, probably because they have a caloric deficit, they 145 doesn't look like someone else's 145. So even that sense, you can't go from this scale. You can't, and the reason why we tend to do it is because we've been programmed to do that. From school, pay attention. Look at what I say, right? It's mainly paying attention to things outside you. But if you're going to get to what you desire to be at, you can't focus on things outside you. I remember first hearing Bob Proctor say, he said there are higher faculties, okay? And the higher faculties is memory, will, reasoning, intuition, imagination. And so you have to focus on those things. And is it perception? Probably perception too. And you can reject it. You can reject anything that shows up in your life or anything that shows up on TV or whatever it is that you listen and watch, okay? If they say that, there's crash or a financial crash or whatever it is, another whatever, okay, they could be talking, that can be real to other people, but shit, that ain't gonna be real to me. Like even some people, some women say that there's a shortage on men. Even if that's not my reality. And you want to be mindful of what you are speaking. Because if you speak that stuff, that's what shall be. Because you're the one who keep on saying it. And so with that being said, keep rocking out. Keep on going. Keep believing in yourselves. Pay attention to what you desire. You're going to have to take action, okay? This is an action game. This is not, I'm just going to sit on my sofa and tweedle my thumbs all day, okay? This is an action game. You got to take action. When you receive the downloads, act. You got to get the moving. You do not need to know how it's going to manifest itself. Just write down your goals, whatever it is that you desire. Outrun errands. Okay, Tracy. Write down your desires. That's what I do. I tell you guys, I don't know what my content is going to be about. I don't know. Each day I write my goals down. 3 long form videos, 10 to 15 shorts. Don't have a clue on what those videos gonna be about. But when I write them down, and I start reading and listening to the personal development, the ideas just start flowing. They just start flowing. And so to the person that's out there, I believe in you. And you got this. You got this. And in the words of Zig Ziglar, I see you at the top. Peace.